The Joker tells the story of Alder, a comedian whose life was in trouble in the 1980s, who gradually went towards a mental breakdown and started a crazy criminal career in Gotham City, eventually becoming the Joker. This video will analyze how the film shapes the characters and expresses the theme of class disparity through the lighting from two perspectives. High contrast lighting and warm and cold color contrast.
The first is the high contrast lighting.
This shot uses the left side of the hard natural light as the main light. The light source from the car window outside the low angle of the sun directly into the formation of clear highlights, outlining the left side of Alder's face and shoulders. The right side of the character is almost completely in deep shadow, strengthening the contrast between dark and light. At the same time, the right window adds a silhouette light in the edge of the hair to cast a weak hair light. The bright outside world and the gloomy inside in the division of light and shadow rendered. This contrast between light and dark conveys his psychological state of struggling with reality and being oppressed. In this scene of Alder riding the bus, the photographer skillfully used the natural light for the lighting design. The character is positioned between two windows, using the darkened carriage as a backdrop for the character. The left window provides a softer sidelight that serves as the main facial light source, while the right window brings in a slight hair light that outlines the character. Half of his face is immersed in shadow, as if reality excludes him from light. The whole scene does not use obvious artificial lighting, but through precise framing and natural light control, it realizes the deep expression of the characters' inner loneliness and the social isolation.
The second is the cold and warm contrast.
The greenish-blue sky comes through the cracks in the buildings on either side, and the yellow streetlights reflect off the walls, creating contrast between warm and cold. The yellow light in the center of the doorway downstairs as Alder nears his home creates a warm and cold contrast with the dark blue of his surroundings. The yellow light is a warm color and represents Alder's home, suggesting that Alder's repressed pain is released when he returns home. In this scene, the orange street light shines into the room through the window, bringing warm light to one side of Alder's body, while the cold blue light from the fridge spreads on the wall, contrasting sharply with the orange light. It reinforces his state of marginalization and on the verge of collapse. The use of this contrast between warmth and cold not only enriches the emotional level of the picture, but also deepens the psychological expression of the character. Through the analysis of high contrast lighting and the interplay of warm and cool tones in Joker, we see how light becomes more than just illumination. Lighting shapes Alder's descent, casting emotional shadows and fragmented highlights that mirror his fractured identity.